together. Then she falling out of place.
The real world, first of all. You know, a real job is typically 50 hours a week these days. I mean, there aren't a lot of 40-hour-a-week jobs anymore, so be prepared for that.
They can expect a professional environment. They should, you know, they're going to be expected to obviously be on time, be prepared every day, you know, having a positive attitude every day.
You have to be there Mondays to Fridays, not just when you feel like you're going to. It's totally not college.
There's been nights where I've been at work from 8 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, and you don't get to complain about it. It is what it is, and you keep going.
Competition, I think, first and foremost. Most of our positions are very competitive.
You may feel a bit overwhelmed with the amount of information you're receiving when you first come on board. A lot of acronyms, just a lot of information coming your way, and so don't expect, you know, too much from yourself within the first month or so, but you will definitely get it after a couple months.
I think time is the other thing, and patience. A lot of times candidates will start a profession and expect the world within a year, and that's not realistic.
Expect to, you know, kind of hit the ground running and just be able to handle it and roll with it.
You may also notice a difference within the team dynamics. So when you're working on projects at school, the projects or the teams are made up of your peers. But if you're working on teams in an organization, you probably are going to deal with multi-generational issues such as communication. So it'll be a little different perspective, and I think it's something that you'll have to get used to working with.
This is the place, this is the time to, you know, to show what you've learned in college. You know, you've gotten all that theory, and now you have the opportunity to, you know, to apply it.
Be prepared to have opportunities to grow and advance.
While you're in school, while you're in college, internships really help out.
On your first position, take a chance, use your career center in school. That's where employers go for jobs, and that's who we partner with on campus, and so that's the natural place for students to go as well.
You have to look at it as a new adventure, and just be prepared to get a lot of information and demonstrate a willingness to learn and absorb new things.
You just got to kind of give it enough time to adapt and see, because sometimes it does take 3 or 4 months to really figure out how, you know, where to find your niche or if this is right for you, sometimes even a year.
I think in order to prepare, if you talk to your manager or your supervisor before your start date and ask about some ways that you can be prepared before your start date. So if it's just information to read about the company, or maybe they have some information about your specific position. So that way when you come on board, you actually have a little bit of background.
I think the key word is flexibility. I think that we're in a day and age where students think that, well, I've done my time in college, so I need to come out making 60, 70 grand a year minimum, and I don't want to commute, and I want a path to management within a year. And I think you need to be realistic.
We assign you with a mentor, but also naturally people choose mentors, and really utilize them, and don't be afraid to talk to them about anything.
Get to know people. The more that you create those personal relationships with people, no matter the age, no matter their background, the better off everybody is, and the better you feel every day.
Now it's time to shine.
Help me put this back together.